Basic Education Minister Angie Motshekga and Limpopo Education MEC Dixon Masumela seem to have contradicted each other in the school book fiasco in the province. And the SA Weather Service says the bitterly cold weather currently being experienced over large parts of the country will only start easing by Monday. I'm Richard Brooks. Basic Education Minister Angie Motshekga and Limpopo Education MEC Dixon Masumela seem to have contradicted each other in the school book fiasco in the province. Masumela says money allocated for the procurement of textbooks has been used to pay salaries after there was a R1 billion budget shortfall to pay workers.
Last year, when the budget was about to be approved, it was very clear that that budget was running short of that more than R1 billion, and the money had to be found. Compensation of employees had to be budgeted fully, and the department had to look from within its own coffers, and monies were moved from one point to the other. There was a clear understanding that come September, that money will have been found elsewhere. Orders were placed in September. The only thing that delayed the actual triggering of the process was the unavailability of the money.
The SA Weather Service says the bitterly cold weather currently being experienced over large parts of the country will only start easing by Monday. Unusual rainfall and cloudiness have caused the spell. Weather forecaster Carl Lewis says eastern and central parts of the country will have to endure the cold spell on Saturday. Snowfalls are expected over the Drakensberg, with thunderstorms in the Free State, southern Gauteng, eastern parts of the Eastern Cape, as well as KZN. NPA spokesperson Mutunsi Maha says they will consider putting some of the witnesses in the Cato Manor case under a witness protection program. He was reacting to a ruling by the Durban Magistrates Court granting bail of R5,000 each to 18 members of the Cato Manor Organised Crime Unit. Their arrests followed reports that the unit had become a hit squad, killing several suspects. Maha elaborates.
We're looking at the factors holistically to also take into account the fact that there are witnesses that are living in fear. Now, in all probabilities, we have to consider placing some of the witnesses under protection, witness protection, because now the accused are out on bail. So it cannot be a situation where you look at one factor and then agree to people being granted bail.
Consumers may soon be able to breathe a sigh of relief as fuel prices are expected to come down due to falling international crude oil prices, which have fallen below the $88 per barrel mark. This as weak economic data from China, the US and Europe point to prospects for slower oil demand. Mahwe Masilela is a stockbroker at BP Bernstein.
With oil prices at this level, around $88, is good news for consumers, especially given the level of the rand. And we are talking here around or the range of R8.20 to R8.30. That's looking very good. The petrol price has to go down. And the minute the petrol price goes down, consumers will be saving not just from the petrol itself, but from the fact that almost everything that is produced in the country, you need some form of transport. So some of the prices for other goods and services will also go down or will remain where they are. And the inflation will now be where it is or go a bit down. So to ever expect interest rates to be reduced because of the inflation, then definitely those expectations are not unrealistic.